Hello children, today I am going to start the next lesson, lesson number 2, the plant fairy. This lesson is all about the plants. Let me start with a short story. Last Sunday, we went to a garden in the neighborhood. We played hide and seek, chupan chupi and antakshari. We had a lot of fun. After some times, Didi said, "Let us play a new game today. I will become a plant fairy." The plant fairy will call out a name of something and you will have to touch it. The game began. Didi said, "The plant fairy asks you to touch a plant." At once, all the children ran towards the plant. Each one touched a different plant. Didi said, "Very good. Everyone has touched a plant. But have you noticed that all the plants are different from each other?" Let us study about each plant in details. A plant has many parts. The different parts of a plant perform different functions. The different parts of a plant are roots, stem, leaves, flowers, fruits, and seeds. Now, let us study each part in details. Roots. The part of a plant which lies under the ground is called the root. Function of roots are they hold the plant firmly to the soil. Root absorb nutrients, water and minerals from the soil. Roots of some plants store food. We eat these types of fruits, for example, carrot, radish, etc. Stem. The part of a plant that grows above the ground is called the stem. The stem of trees are strong and thick. It is called the trunk. It holds the plant upright and carries water and minerals from the root to all the parts of the plant. The stem bears leaves, buds, flowers and fruits. Stem of certain plants store food. We eat these stems, for example, potato and ginger. Turn the page. Leaf. See the picture. Leaf. The leaf is an important part of a plant. It prepares food for the plants. Thus, the leaf is also called the kitchen or the food factory of the plant. A leaf has a flat and broad part called the blade, the leaf blade. The thick line that runs from the center of the leaf to its tip is called the midrib. Numerous small lines arising from the midrib that runs throughout the leaf are called side veins. Tiny pores present on the surface of a leaf. These are called stomata. They help the leaf in exchange of gases. The stomata takes in carbon dioxide for the plant and give out oxygen produced by the plant. A special green colored substance is present on the surface of the leaves. It is called chlorophyll. Leaves store a part of the food they prepare. We eat such type of leaves. Example, cabbage, spinach, methi, fenugreek, etc. Next is Flowers. Flowers are the most beautiful part of the plant. Flowers are of different shapes, size, colors, and fragrance. Flowers turn into fruits. Flowers provide food to the butterflies and honeybees in the form of nectar. Next, fruits. Fruits are the fleshy part of the plant. This is the part of the plant that we usually eat, and seeds produce new plants. See the poem. Fill the color of your choice in the leaves and flowers. Red, purple, and even yellow. Some green, wet and loose. Leaves are of different kinds and of different shapes and shades. Some are like the elephant's ear, and some are playful like the devil. Some are torn and some are folded, and some even eaten like the beetle. And in the early dawn's darkest hue, you'll find the flowers cry tear like dew. Some are like butterflies, some like bees. Some are hairy and some plain. Some dry up to look thorns, and some even resemble cranes. Hush, hush, scuttle and flutter. In the breeze they all do mutter. All day long they smile and play, and in the night they sleep away. Leaves are of different kinds and of different shapes and hues. Recite the poem. Fill the color of your choice in the leaves and flowers. Now collect, next page. Collect a few leaves of plants like lemon, mango, neem, tulsi, pudina, coriander, dhania. Crush the leaves and smell them. Do they all smell alike? Can you identify the leaves just by their smell? What are the ways to identify leaves? Look at these beautiful pictures. They are made of dry leaves. Make picture from leaves. Using dry leaves, make picture of different animals in your notebook. This you can try in rough book. Next, turn the page. How to make impressions. Take a paper and crayon or color pencil. Place the leaf on the table or on the ground. It should be placed in such a way that the side of a leaf with veins is on the top. Place a paper on the leaf. Gently rub the crayon or color pencil on the paper. Be careful that the paper or the leaf does not move. Similarly, take impression of the trunk of a tree. Place a paper on the trunk and rub a crayon or a color pencil on it. Look, you have made impression of the tree trunk. This way you can make an impression of different plant which leaf gave a good impression. Which tree's impression was difficult to take. What would happen if the bark of all trees gave similar impression? Next picture is, look at the picture and name the things which have pattern of leaves and flowers on them. This is just pattern. Which pattern is there? Next page is think and write. Look for objects which have patterns of leaves and flowers on them in your house. Write their names. You must have seen many plants and trees. Write their names. Are there any plants that you have heard of but never seen? Write their names. Find and tell. Ask some people or your parents if there were plants which they have seen when they were children but are not seen these days. Next, friendship with a tree. Choose a tree near your school or a house and make friendship. Or you can plant a small tree, small plant in your neighbor's wood or in the garden. Okay, next is find the colors. Find out more about your tree friend and share it with others. Draw the picture of a tree friend in the box given below and color it. Draw a picture of a tree and color it. So this is the end of lesson 2. Thank you.